Hello, Detroit. My name is Mikál Crawford.
Mikál.
And thank you. I look forward to this opportunity to speak with you and give you some more insight into my thoughts and what it is I intend to bring to you as I serve as your Detroit City Council person. I'm running for Detroit City Council because, as many of you have noticed, we've been misled and disappointed by a lot of our leadership here recently. And I think there's a void in leadership that needs to be filled. We've got a very unique opportunity here in Detroit to turn things around and perhaps enjoy prosperous days like never before, but the work begins today. We've had the opportunity to have our first black president elected, and he's got an urban agenda. He's got Detroit in mind and cities like Detroit. So it's very important, Detroit, that each and every one of you come out and vote August 4th, and it's incumbent upon you to put the best representation in place here locally that take advantage of a federal government that has us in mind, not only in terms of raising our standard of living, but bringing a better educational level to each and every one of our children. So again, I like to think I'm particularly qualified. I have the range of experience academically, professionally, and in terms of my entrepreneur endeavors as I run my firm, to bring a lot to the table. We need the professionalism that I can bring. We need the expertise that I can bring to properly pass legislation here for the city, manage our dollars, and make sure there's oversight that properly balances what a mayor may do incorrectly, and to continue to be the voice and advocate for you at the city council table, in Lansing, and if necessary, all the way to the federal government. So again, Detroit, I'd ask you to keep Mikál Crawford in mind. I'm here to serve you.
Mr. Mikál Crawford, Attorney Mikál Crawford, thank you so much. The first question that you randomly selected is, as a council member, what would be your guiding principle regarding the increases in the water rates on the citizens of Detroit?
Well, my guiding principle would be the understanding that we're in a financial crisis here in Detroit. The citizens simply cannot afford to continue to bear more increases in terms of water. Water is something we really, I believe, have a right to. It's not optional. We can't have water going off. People need water to sustain life. It needs a government that remembers there's just a limitation to how much we can do right now. We need a government that pours into the people and not constantly takes out. So as we evaluate rate increases, I'll fight those. As we look to discuss and find creative ways to lower the rate and find some other alternatives for increased revenue, I'll fight for increased revenue that doesn't put the burden on each and every one of us Detroiters, because we just can't take anymore. We need to start looking forward to raising the city up and not wearing everybody down with different taxes and increased rates on such basic items as water.
Again, Mr. and Attorney Mikál Crawford, your next question is, what are your specific qualifications that prepares you to be a council member?
Well, thank you. I'm particularly glad you asked that question, because that's one reason I think I stand out amongst the remaining 166 candidates for city council. I think I'm uniquely qualified in terms of just a range of experience academically, professionally, and in terms of my entrepreneurial experience that will allow me to be very effective. I'm an attorney. The bottom line is city council is the legislative branch of the government. I've been trained in laws and public policy from an academic standpoint, but I've also practiced for 8 years, actually representing Detroiters here in Wayne County, in Oakland County, in Macomb County. That takes a specific skill set. So it's not something I just learned on a drawing board. I've turned around and brought it to life and changed and positively affected lives here in Detroit. We need oversight to watch and make sure that our government is running properly on a day-to-day basis. Well, I run a business. I've been running a business for some time. Again, I've got experience in that regard. And as an attorney, we frequently have to watch the judge and make sure the judge is doing his job. We definitely have to watch opposing counsel to make sure they're not overstepping the rights of a client. And on city council, all of you, Detroit, would be my client. I would represent and advocate for you in every step that I take and every decision that I make. And lastly, some people take for granted my background as an electrical engineer, but I think it's equally as important as my experience as an attorney, because engineers are specifically trained to solve problems, to be critical thinkers. We need people sitting at that council table who can listen keenly and intently, produce some answers, and if you can't produce answers, ask the discerning questions based upon what you understand as the issues are brought to you, so you can move the ball forward and lift Detroit up. So I'm a problem solver. Again, from my training, from my work experience, I understand the law. From my training, from my work experience, I believe I bring a lot to the table that makes me unique to be successful in serving as your city council person.
Your final question, Mr. Mikál Crawford, based on your observation, do you think that Detroiters have utilized the legal system effectively to prevent these continuous assaults on home rule?
Well, I think there's a lot more that can be done. I think we've fought and we've taken a few steps in the right direction. But I think we need new leadership, new capable leadership, those who are trained in the law, like myself, who can take the fight to the next level, who can fight it to the end, who can fight it in Lansing, who can fight it from every angle, because there's more to be done. I don't like to disparage what's already been done, because that's the history, and I'm forward-looking. The ball has fallen short. We need to go further, and I'm prepared to move further in this regard.
Mr. Mikál Crawford, Attorney Mikál Crawford, there will not be a attorney designation on the ballot next to your name. Is that correct?
That's correct, sir.
And it will appear as Mikál, and if I could just spell it for folks, again, M-I-K-A with an accent, L-C-R-A-W-F-O-R-D, Mikál Crawford. Thank you so much for being with us today, sir.
Thank you, sir, and I appreciate your time, Detroit.
Folks.